Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday afternoon or evening or morning, depending on where you're zooming in from. I know we have a lot of people across the pond on, so welcome from the UK and anywhere else you're zooming in from. It's a pleasure to be with you this afternoon. Now, what I want to do first I'm going to change one setting. There we go. So I guess I'm looking at myself here. I want to give you an introduction. Well, first of all, this is going to be a very informal presentation, guys. So what this is not going to be is a slide deck with 100 slides and animations and a bunch of hype. I'm just going to give you an introduction to the creator of the platform you're going to see today. And then really, it's going to be more of a back office overview and training because I'm just going to take you into my back office and kind of show you how things work. It's really, really simple. This is like I like to call it a paint by numbers opportunity with predictable earnings. Predictable earnings no matter where you get in. That's so important to understand and such a delight on this platform. It has changed lives already financially in its just over 2.5 months. And in the next several months to a year, I can't imagine how many lives it's going to change. It has changed mine dramatically in a very prophetic way. And I'm just delighted to be able to share this with you. So first, my partner and I, Jacob, my business partner, we have been vetting opportunities for several years now. I think our partnership is over 4 years. And in that time, we've joined many opportunities that I'm sure many of you have joined as well. Some have been very good to us. Some have been not so kind. We've been taken by a few. But during over that time and prior to that time, we had developed our own vetting list, if you will, for joining opportunities. And when we came together in a partnership, that got even stronger. One of the things, without going through the entire list, at the top of the list was meeting the creator, CEO, whoever runs the platform and initiated the platform, meeting them and having our questions answered before we decided to join and share it with our community. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important to us and it should be important to you because if you don't know who the person is behind the platform, is it really worth the risk in jumping in? And for us, it's not. So here's the beautiful thing about this. And by the way, if there isn't an opportunity to meet the creator, we pass. And we get opportunities, I'm sure you guys do, across our desk almost every single day. And so many of them we say no to because you can see it instantly for what it is. This is not one of those things, guys. This is the real deal. This is a real creator. He's a real human being. He's got a huge heart. He's very transparent, very forward facing in this opportunity. And if you decide to join, we hope you do, but if you decide to join, you'll get to know him personally in the community Telegram group because he's very vocal. He's very out front. He shares his opinions on everything and he directs the community into the doing things the right way. And you'll get to know Dennis very, very quickly. Now, Dennis is the CEO, if you will, the creator of this opportunity, Dennis Garon, Gerron. Like I said, he is a man of God. He has got faith to the nth degree, which I love and personally align with. Now, a little bit about Dennis, 67 years old, lives in Dallas, Texas, salt of the earth. He's been a philanthropist all of his life, pretty much, or at least for the last 40 years. Dennis is legally blind, okay, and partially deaf. So he has an affinity for working with people who are disadvantaged and people with disabilities. He's been helping the blind community pretty much all of his life, which is incredible. And that's really where the inspiration for the platform you're going to see today came from. So here's the beautiful thing for me. I've come to know Dennis personally over the last 14 months because I'm a member of his private community. Okay. Private meaning it's not open to the public anymore. Don't ask me about it because you won't be able to join. It's closed at 400 members, and I am blessed to be one of those 400 members. What does he do for us in those 400 members? Well, it's pretty much what he's been doing for 20 years. He calls them consultations. We call them earnings. So basically, we donate so much, and he gives us a return on that every single month of about 20%. And he's been doing that consistently, guys, for 20 years. How does he do it? Well, he's a man of many talents. He's a trader. He looks at stocks. He buys dips in crypto and knows how to take advantage of those things. He's kind of a utility knife. He's a jack of all trades when it comes to making money from home. He's figured it out. He also loves the affiliate marketing model, the MLM model, and where those opportunities seem legitimate to him, he takes advantage of those as well. He's a master builder in that regard. So he does it in many different ways. But one of the things that he really loved and took note of was a platform called, if many of you may have known about this or been a part of it yourself, way back in 2005. And it was the first on the scene for the platform you're going to see today, the model that is. And it was called 12 Daily Pro. That was in the area of digital advertising. So basically, viewing ads and earning or creating earnings from viewing the ads. That's what it was all about. So you're purchasing advertising. That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Very simple. Like I said, paint by numbers. Well, Dennis was a member of 12 Daily Pro. Okay. And he helped a lot of his blind community back then utilize that platform for them to be making significant income from home. Now, the woman who designed that platform, I think her name was Charisse, Dennis knew of her. She was extremely successful, wildly successful, the platform. In the first 11 months, guys, she was 51 million in profit, everybody getting paid, withdrawals flowing. Everything was beautiful. Unfortunately, payment processes were involved back then at that point in time because there was no crypto. It was prior to crypto, prior to the advent of Bitcoin. And with that much money flowing, payments were, or the money got frozen by the payment processes. Three-letter agencies got involved, the whole, you know how this goes. They ended up shutting it down and stealing the money. Sad day when the platform was performing beautifully, doing exactly as it should, and people were benefiting from all over the world. Dennis said someday. He made note of the model, he reverse engineered it, and he said, well, now's about the time, because over the last 2 or 3 years, guys, there's been a lot of these surfacing back up. Unsuccessfully, I might add. They didn't last very long. They haven't lasted very long. Dennis knew exactly why, because he reverse engineered the model. Okay, but what he did was he took that 2005 model, obviously the advent of crypto, it's crypto in, crypto out, but he made it even better to where it's indefinitely sustainable and indefinitely scalable. Those are his words, not mine. And I've become a very good friend of Dennis, and I trust him implicitly. This isn't going to be one of those things where Dennis disappears. He's, like I said, he's in Dallas. Everybody knows where he is. He's not going anywhere, and he's here to change people's lives, and he's already doing it. So that's a little bit of background on the creator. That's what we have in store for you today. Now, what I want to do is go ahead and share my screen, take you into my back office here. Okay. And I'm just going to walk through as if you are, and I know we have a lot of brand new people on. You're brand new. So what is this? First and foremost, like I said a few minutes ago, this is digital advertising. So what do we do here? We purchase advertising or campaigns, if you will. And there's a budget for everybody here, guys. So you get in where you fit in. Here's the beautiful thing. There are predictable earnings for each level, no matter what level. It could be the lowest level at $13 or the highest level, level 7 at $2,400. You're still going to have earnings at the end of each cycle. What's a cycle? A cycle is 12 days in duration of clicking. So you have a certain number of ads you go in and click on. Very simple. Guys, you just need a phone, a laptop, desktop, and an internet connection to do this. And then functioning digits, just working fingers and thumbs. That's it. That's all you need for this opportunity. You purchase a campaign, you have a set number of ads to watch. I'm going to walk you through this, and then we're actually going to show you how to watch ads. So hopefully Arlene or RC or somebody has some ads left to view. Mine are clicked. So we'll go through that as well, but I want to take you through just some of the basic parameters of what we have here. So first and foremost, if you're coming in and you do decide to join at some point, you're going to need to deposit crypto in order to purchase a campaign. So first and foremost, there is no KYC here because it's crypto in and crypto out. Okay. So it's a non-reporting platform. So under financial, this is your navigation menu on the left-hand side. Everybody's back office would look the same. Under financial, you click on deposit. Okay. On the right-hand side, this is where you type in whatever amount you're going to be depositing and you click deposit funds. Then what happens next? Well, a screen is going to pull up in front of you. Dennis has integrated. This is not Dennis's payment processor. It's a payment processor called Now Payments. The beautiful thing about Now Payments is it works flawlessly and it accepts about 120 different coins. So if you have crypto collecting dust in your wallets or your various wallets, you can probably be best if you convert them all into a stable coin, a USDT or a USDC, and then make a deposit in here. Or if you already have crypto and you're ready to go, awesome. Or if you have to go buy crypto or work with your sponsor to get crypto, you do what you got to do based on the campaign you want to purchase. I'll take you through the campaigns in a moment. But you would just simply enter in the amount, click on deposit funds. Now payments pulls up in front of you and it gives you an address to set. Well, first you have to select the crypto. BTC will be at the top by default. You just click on it and then you can type in the crypto you have. You're going to see all the cryptos pull up. And if you, for instance, you put in USDC or DT, all the various networks, takes all of them, will pull up. So whatever one you happen to have, and then you copy the address, you go to your decentralized wallet, because guys, you do not want to send funds into ClickBaitPays through Now Payments using like Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Binance.us. Don't want to do that. You want to take the extra step. If that's where your crypto is in an exchange, get it out of the exchange, okay? Get it into your Exodus, MetaMask, SafePal, Trust, whatever wallet you have, your personal private wallet, and then you're going to send it from that wallet into the address given on the Now Payments page. As soon as you send, in just a few moments, you're going to see it start to process. It's going to say payment processing. Okay. And when it resolves, when it finishes, if it's a stable coin, it takes like 3 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes. Okay. And quick to resolve. Now, when it resolves, the money you deposited will be right here in your available balance, right on your dashboard. Okay. So now once your money is in, you're ready to go purchase a campaign and start clicking and earning. It's that simple. So what do? Well, you come over here under dashboard, it says buy ad campaigns. You click there. Now I'll walk you through the 7 levels. Like I said, you get in where you fit in. There's a budget for everybody here. Level 1, $13. Level 2, $77. Level 3, $150. Level 4, $300. Level 5, $600. Level 6, $1,200. Finally, level 7, $2,400. Okay, this is the purchase price of each campaign. You're buying advertising. Okay, now you're going to hear the word a few times from me today called sustainability. Like I said at the beginning, Dennis, in his opinion, this program, the way he's vetted it out and reverse engineered the model, is indefinitely sustainable. That's music to my ears because I'm loving what's happening already, right? But part of the sustainability is an activation fee you pay to activate the level you're purchasing. And it's a one-time fee, guys. So it's not repeated over and over every time you buy or repurchase a campaign. Okay, you're going to want to repurchase. You'll understand that in a moment. But it's a one-time activation fee that helps the sustainability of the platform. So on level 1, and it's all relative to the level you're buying. So you purchase level 1 for 13, your activation fee is $1. And by the way, there is a getting started guide that has all this information. So you don't necessarily have to memorize this, or if you're taking notes, great. I love note takers. They're world changers, right? But it's all in the getting started guide, everything from A to Z. And we'll put a link to that in the chat at the end of the presentation. So it's a $1 fee. So $14 for the entire level 1, the first time you purchase it. Subsequently, if you're repurchasing level 1, it's only $13, no more $1. That's it, one-time fee. Whereas comparatively, for level 7, when you purchase the 2400, the activation fee for level 7 is a one-time fee of $240, roughly 10% of the purchase price. You pay that one time. When you go to repurchase or buy another level 7, you don't pay that $240 again. That is a one-time fee. Okay, now let me just click on level 1 just to kind of show you the purchase process, if you will. When you click on this, a little window is going to come up. It's going to tell you whether you have sufficient funds. So if you're purchasing level 1 for the first time, you'd have to have $14 in your balance, and it would say sufficient, meaning you can go ahead and purchase it. You're covered. Okay, and there's 2 things. This is your little bit of work you have to do to complete the purchase for yourself. So then you can start viewing ads. Okay. What you're going to have to do is put in a title for the link you're going to be adding, which is what? Well, this is where it gets very flexible on your end. It's anything you want to promote or showcase. Okay. It could be another affiliate program. It could be an MLM. It could be your church. It could be your favorite charity. It could be a local business. It could be your local brick and mortar business. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So if you're panicking saying, oh, I don't have another opportunity and I'm not involved with anything, so I don't have a URL, what do I do? Well, do you have a local business that you go to on a regular basis? A hairdresser, a barber, a dentist, a whatever in your local town, somewhere you go get your oil changed. Well, it doesn't matter. You can just go on Google, find their website, grab their URL, put in, hey, best oil change in town, whatever, and put in the URL, confirm purchase, and you're good to go. Okay, that's going to complete. And then it's going to take you back to your dashboard, and you can get to viewing your ads in many different ways. Viewing your dashboard here, if I hadn't yet clicked my ads for the day, it would be over here, click ads. And I would just click on that, or I could go directly to click ads over here on the left-hand side. Multiple ways to get to it. You can see mine are all done for today, but these would say, I think it would say view. And you just click in and start clicking and viewing. We're going to show you that in a moment. So we won't leave it to chance. Okay. And then you would simply view your ads. Now, depending on the level of campaign you purchase, you'll have a certain number of ads to watch daily over those 12 days. Remember, a 12-day cycle, no matter what campaign you buy. Okay. And every time you view the ad, you're going to make X amount, depending on the campaign you purchased. So once you finish viewing them all, you're going to see your earnings for the day, and you know exactly where you stand. Okay. Now, every ad you view is going to be 15 seconds in duration. 15, no matter if it's a level 1, level 5, level 7, doesn't matter. 15 seconds. And here's the beauty, and Arlene will show you this when she shows a few ads. You can either choose to view the ad in its entirety, maybe check out the offer. Maybe it's something in skincare or in automotive breakthrough, whatever it is that you may want, maybe it interests you. And you can save that ad to view later as well, or you can just leave it up in your browser because every ad opens in a new tab on your browser. Okay, that's how it works. Or if it interests you not, and you could care less, you just click off the ad, wait for the timer to count down to 0, and you click process and earned, and it's going to calculate those earned monies in your wallet for those ads you viewed. Really that simple. So you have two wallets in your dashboard you can see right here. You have an earned wallet and you have an available balance. What's the difference? An earned wallet is this. While you're in an active cycle of viewing your ads each day, you're going to earn X amount per day. Let me give you an example. Simply because I'm active now, I have 3 level 7 campaigns going, as you can see. I've just finished this morning clicking day 3 of a 12-day campaign. Okay, daily, I'm making $270 for one level 7 campaign by viewing 20 ads, $13.50 an ad. Okay, so you can see for the 3 days, 270 times 3 is 810. So far, day 3 of 12, I've earned $810 for this level 7, 810 for this one, 810 for this one. You take these 3 810s and multiply by 3, that's the 2430. So I've earned that so far in my 3 level 7s. Okay, now at the end of 12 days, what will happen? Well, this amount is going to say 3240. That's how much I'm going to earn for one level 7 when it completes. So we'll say 3240, 3240, 3240. And up here, times 3 will say 9720 at the end of 12 days. Then what happens? Then we go into another part of sustainability, into the 7-day hold. So if these were complete, this were day 12 of 12, right here it would say holding 7 days. Okay, when I log in tomorrow, that would be 6 days. When I log in, let's see, Monday, that would be 5 days, etc., till it counts down to 1. And then the money, the 9720, would move from my earned wallet into my available balance. Okay, what can I do when it gets in my available balance? I can immediately do a number of things. I could withdraw it all if I wanted to. Not a problem to do that. However, if you do that, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. You're not able to repeat that predictable income. Because let's back up for a second. 9720 moves into my available balance. If I repurchase all three level sevens, that's 7,200, right? Because I want to earn that predictable income or earnings again, right? What's 9720 minus the cost of the three campaigns at 7,200? It's 2520. Those are my total earnings for that 12-day cycle. 19 days in total with the holding, but 12 days of clicking, 12 days of earning. So 2520 happens every 19 days in pure earnings. And then I just simply repeat, rinse and repeat over and over. So I can take that available balance, repurchase my three level sevens, and then withdraw my 2520 if I so choose. Or if I have a growing team because I'm helping people and I need to PIF them so that they can come in and purchase their campaigns, here's another great feature built into the platform. Right under here, under financial, it's called Pay It Forward. We call it PIF for short, PIF. If I click on PIF, here's all I need to know is the username of the recipient, of the fellow member in ClickBaitPays, and then how much they need for purchasing their first campaign or campaigns. And then I hit send funds. Guys, in less than a second, it's in their available balance on their dashboard right here. And then they can start and purchase campaigns. That is a quick way to get people in your inner circle, your network, onboarded without having to go through the whole purchasing crypto and waiting 7 to 30 days and all that kind of craziness where you rip your hair out. Okay, that's the PIF feature. That's a beautiful thing. Now, I didn't state it, but you can see you can have up to and only 3 campaigns at any one time active in your back office. So you can see I'm running as many campaigns as I can right now. 3 level 7s. I couldn't do a 4th or a 5th. Could I do 1 only? Yes. Could I do 2 only? Yes. Can I do 3? Yes. Can I do more than 3? No, not at any one time. So when these 3 finish, that money moves over to available. I simply repurchase and re-earn all over again every 19 days. Now, a couple of things on the referral side. Well, first, before I get to that, let me just state and make this very, very clear for everybody. You can come in and be a member of ClickBaitPays and make that predictable income no matter what level you purchase. There's going to be predictable earnings there for you, okay, without enrolling or telling anybody about this. That's the beauty of this program. This is truly a passive program. You do not have to enroll anybody to create earnings for yourself every 19 days. That's a beautiful thing, okay? So if you just want to come in and stay private and just put your capital to work and really develop a predictable income for you every month, you can do that here. It's great. It's awesome. But what if you got, you got that sharing thing in your heart, and because you're earning that predictable money every 19 days, you may want to start sharing it with people, right? Well, if you do, your affiliate link is right here. This is your referral link right on your dashboard. Just simply copy it, start sending it out to your family, friends, inner circle, colleagues, etc. You can easily do that. Now, here's how the affiliate or referral earnings work in this campaign or this program platform. It's a 1 level, just the first level only. This is not an MLM. It's a 1 level affiliate referral earning program. That's it. So think of it like a unilevel. Now, is there a limit on the number of people you can enroll? No. You can enroll 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. You can enroll as many people as you want so they can benefit and you can bless them here as well. Okay, by doing so. And then what are the earnings if I enroll somebody? Well, you don't get paid off of their deposit when they come in and purchase a campaign. Why? Because that would be illegal. Everything is legally compliant here. Once they purchase a campaign and they start clicking, okay, the person clicking is going to earn their predictable earnings, and then you're going to earn 10% off of what they're clicking. Every day they're clicking. Okay, and you say, well, 10% one level, not real sexy, not real juicy. I don't know about that. Well, I can tell you it adds up quickly and it doesn't take a lot of people. I'll give you an example. And first of all, let me just say this. I didn't say this in the beginning. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm not certainly not your financial advisor. And what I'm giving here today on this Zoom, on this private Zoom, shouldn't be construed as financial advice. I'm simply showing you what is possible and what I'm doing. You have to make a decision for yourself based off of what you see and what you learn and the questions you get asked and answered. So referral earnings for me today, a little low so far today. I think I got some lazy clickers on my team today. Normally this would be around 8 or 900 already. It could be because it's Saturday. It'll boost up later, but I've been earning consistently. If any of you guys have been on Zooms with me the last few weeks, a little over $1,000 a day, getting actually closer to 1,200. And part of that too, guys, is you got to understand when the 12 days expires, there's no clicking for 7 days. So some of my people with level sevens are in that holding pattern, right? And of course, I don't earn while they're not clicking. That would also be illegal. Okay, so I'm only earning while they're clicking. But now there's a ninja strategy coming to that, and I'll get to that at the end. So right here, guys, I can tell you I'm earning over 30,000 a month in referral earnings. From a downline, I think I've just got to about 20 people I've enrolled. So you might think, wow, a thousand a day. Russ would have to enroll or have a downline of about 8,000 people or 10,000 people. That would be a typical MLM model, and that would be relative to that level of earnings. But I've enrolled 20 people. Now, did all 20 people come in where I am now at level seven? I didn't even start at level seven, guys. I came in at 3 and 4. I came in where I could at that particular time. I had capital tied up in other things. So I started and I started sharing it with a few people and they started coming in lower levels too. And once we really understood what this is about, and it doesn't take long for the light to go off, people started buying higher levels. And that's where I got to. Okay, so this can add up quickly. This is just from 20 people over $1,000 a day. And I'm not done because I want to bless more people. And that would be up to you, how many people you want to bless. But that certainly makes a difference in one's life. Now, this is in addition to what my campaigns are earning me. Okay. So there's a double plus for everybody there. And you can see what I've done so far. And this is just over 2 months. I think we just completed 7 weeks, maybe 8, 7 or 8 weeks. And you can see where this is going, right? Okay. I think that covered it on the referral side. Oh, let me talk about households. And then guys, what we're going to get to is we're going to show you how to view ads where you're earning from every ad you view. And then after that, we're going to get to possibly some testimonials and people wanting to share what they've accomplished so far and what their experience has been. And then we'll get to all your questions and we'll stay on until your questions are answered. But I want to talk about household. And this is very important. Dennis does not take this lightly. He's very serious and they track this. But there's a benefit here. So this is my one account, right? Well, in a household, which basically represents your IP address, okay, for your household. That's a computer thing. You can look it up afterwards on Google, an IP address for your house. Okay, and they can track this. You can have up to 3 accounts in your house if you choose, your choice. So for me, I have 1 account for me. I have 1 account for my wife, 1 account for my daughter. She's in college, and this helps out dramatically when you're a college student, right? The earnings, the predictable earnings here are awesome for a college student, for anybody, really. So we have 3 accounts, and all 3 accounts, again, I didn't start here. We got to level 7. So we have 9 level 7s working within the house. I'm going to tell you the earnings on that in a moment. But here's the thing. All 3 of our accounts are under our sponsor. Okay, so our sponsor gets the benefit of that. Dennis did not want the sponsor cut out, and you can argue with this all you want. You can disagree with it. You can be upset about it. It's the way it is. It's not going to change. So, and it's just in your house. So if you want 3 accounts, all 3, me, my wife, and my daughter are all signed up under my sponsor. Now, anybody outside of your house, you share your link. They sign up under you. You get those benefits. But guys, keep in mind, you're still getting the campaign earnings every 19 days. So it's not like you're being robbed. Okay. And your sponsor who introduced this to you gets the benefit of those 3 household accounts for referral earnings. That's pretty cool. Dennis tracks this, guys. So don't look to play that out. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, think of it like this. If I signed up and then I put my wife and my daughter under me, I'm earning from them. My sponsor isn't because it's one level. So effectively, I've cut him out or her out from those earnings. That's not cool. And that's why he has that rule. So enough said about that. Now, for me, let's talk about earnings. And again, this is just my situation, not financial advice. So because I have three level sevens and I'm rebuying every 19 days, for my three, that earns me about 3,500 in earnings in net per month. Okay, so let's multiply it by three accounts: my wife's account, my daughter's account. So that's 10,500 a month from just our nine level sevens. Okay, but here's the ninja trick. And again, I'm using level sevens just because that's what's showing on my account. You can do the math on any level and figure this out for yourself, what your predictable earnings would be. But for me, purchasing every 19 days from all three accounts, 10,500. But if I purchase them every 12 days, that 10,500 goes to over 16,000. So how do I purchase every 12 days if the funds are sitting in Earned Wallet and I have to wait those 7 days before it moves to my available balance? Well, the first time I decide to do this, if I choose to, again, it's up to each individual, I would have to add external capital one time only. So I'd have to add 7,200, make a deposit. So on day 12, when these finish, I make a deposit of 7,200 and I can repurchase them on day 12. So I can have a day of double earnings because I just finished my last day of the 12-day campaign of my current campaigns. And then I've just clicked on the first day of my new set on the same day. That's a day of double earnings. And now I'm going to complete those 12 days. Now, the beauty of doing that one time, the external 7,200 deposit, is now I will have the money in my available balance for the next one because those are going to come through in 7 days. It takes 12 days to complete. And then the next set will be in there. So I'll never have to add external funds again. It's all coming from my earnings. Now I'm clicking every day of the month, not 19, 7 days off, and then finishing out the month with the remaining 12 days or whatever that is, or partial. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys. That's the ninja approach. That's what you can strive to get to. You may not be able to get there right away. I'm not even there right now because I'm helping a lot of community members by piffing when I should be saving that and getting to purchasing, repurchasing every 12 days. That will be coming very shortly for me because I want to maximize the potential. Okay. I think, guys, oh, one other thing, community Telegram groups right here, right on your dashboard, right in front of you is the English group where Dennis and the admin team are in, very active, very responsive, and the Spanish group. We have two thriving, growing communities. Okay. So I recommend if you do join, get in those immediately. You can be part of what's going on and all the excitement and hear people's stories and get questions answered and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, for more technical things, there is a support group. Where's that? Well, if you come on the left side, all the way down the bottom, click on Contact Us. You can contact support one of two ways. There's a ticket format set up right here. You just put in whatever you're having an issue with and then your message and be very detailed, guys. Give them everything. Assume they're not mind readers and don't know what you're thinking. List everything out. The more detail you give them, if you do have an issue, the quicker it's going to get resolved. And if you had to add any screenshots for whatever the issue is, do that, hit send, and then they're going to get back to you via the email you have plugged in. Okay. So that's way number one. Way number two, and I would suggest you join the support Telegram group as well anyway. So you can be in there and you can have direct access to Dell, Jennifer, Dennis himself, and Hunter. Okay, they're all in there, all helping. Not around the clock. It's not 24/7, but it's close to it. They work an extra long day to help the community. Okay, I think, guys, I've covered anything I wanted to. And now, unless RC, you tell me I've missed something, and I'd be more than happy to address it, or we can bring Arlene on and have her demonstrate the viewing of ads for everybody.
Well, Russ, like usual, you knocked it out of the park. It was clear, it was concise, to the point, and I think everybody's excited at this point. So, as you've already indicated, let me just make
Perfect.
two statements, and that is one, I have opened up the chat that if anyone would like to type in a question, they could go ahead and put a question into the chat, and or if you would like to ask questions, you could raise your hand as some people are doing now. But before we entertain the questions, I am going to bring Earlene on board, and if she doesn't mind, to give a show and tell, which means let's show the audience how simple it is in order to do the click and to earn every day. Because I'm watching people in my communities, for instance, saying that they don't have a job, they don't have this, financially speaking. Well, with this process, there's really no excuse on why a person really can't what? Earn finances. Wouldn't you agree, Russ?
Absolutely.
So with that being said, Erlene, I'm going to ask you if you don't mind, please come on, show them the how-tos, and then after we see the how-tos, then maybe we'll give a quick testimony of some people. I mean, we'll ask the questions and answers with Q&A session, and then we'll go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds great to me. All
Sounds
right.
wonderful.
Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Let me know when you can see it.
We can see it's changing now, Erlene.
All right, perfect,
There you
perfect.
go.
There
We
we
can
go.
clearly see it.
Right. Well, I just actually logged into my account and I'm at this first page. I'm not sure if Russ had a chance to go over it, but
I
when you
didn't.
first, okay, no worries. When you first log in, this first ad that comes up is what we call the company's ad, and it's for 30 seconds. So it's the only one that's 30-second longs. All the others are 15 seconds. Okay. And now let me go and open it up. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the simplicity of it. Okay. You click on, you open, when you log in, it says to open up the ad. You click on open ad. Now, if I click out of this ad, you'll see a countdown clock going. Again, like I said, the very first one, when you're joining, coming into your back office, is 30 seconds long. So this, because that's the company's ad, and therefore I have to wait that 30 seconds, and you see it just about completed. There you go. Now I can go into my dashboard. I'm in my back office now. And I actually have 5 more ads to go. And it tells me that, I don't know if you guys can see that, it says 5 right here, but it also tells me up here somewhere here. I have 5 left to go today. Okay. So with that being said, I come over here, I click on where it says click ads. Then it's going to take me down here to the bottom where the ads are. And all I do is click view. And then I open up that ad. And then it switches to another page where the ad is. This ad is about Bankers. I already have this product. I don't really need to view it in detail. And I can click right out of it. Again, I have a countdown clock going. As soon as it gets to 0, I can click on the tab where it says confirm and earn. What am I earning? $13.50. Just for that quick little, 15 seconds of viewing that ad. Okay. And I continue to go through the same process until all my ads have been opened and viewed and then confirmed and earned. So again, here's another one. Looks like it's about travel. I think I got a lot of travel resources at my fingertips. Don't need another one. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of this one. Again, wait for my countdown clock, confirm, and then earn. Okay. And then I am done. And I get 20 of these a day because I'm on level 7. I actually get 60 a day because I have 3 level 7s. But that's the simplicity. That's how quick it is. That's how fast it gets done. And that's how profitable it is. Okay. Anybody has any questions for me? Oh, I didn't show how to save them if you do want to view them later. So I'm going to open up this one real quick. and I'll just save it for the heck of it. No, I'm not going to save that one. You know why? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Again, wait for the countdown clock to complete. And then I'm going to go ahead and confirm again. And let's see what my next one brings me. Okay. View and earn. View and earn. Okay. Open the ad. And here on this particular one, I think I will save. Oh, I think I really, really want to save this. Oh, I don't want to go back. So close that up. Come here, and right here it says save ad. So I'm gonna click on save the ad. Okay, and then over here to the left is where those ads go. Okay, when I save them. So I have a few of over here saved that I'm very interested in. And then you can come back and you can view them later. All right. That's about it. If there's anything else you'd like for me to share, just let me know, gentlemen, and I will help work.
Oh, that was awesome, Earlene. So guys, I think you can see now why I call it the paint by numbers system. I mean, it really is quite simple. You can't break anything. You can't do something wrong. And by the way, it just hit me because this typically comes up in the questions. So what if Earlene was clicking and she had a couple ads left and she got distracted, right? She had to attend to a family issue and just totally forgot about the remaining two ads and went to bed. Well, she doesn't lose the earnings for that day. You don't lose anything here. That's what I love about this platform. It's very, very flexible. She would just simply wake up, finish watching those, and be paid for that day. And it would just lengthen her campaign by one day. So instead of 12 days, it would go to 13. That's it. You don't lose anything here, just so you guys know that. Cool. All right, RC, do we want to
Yeah,
go next?
we're going to do it this time. Also, some of you heard us laughing when earlier said, "Oh, I don't want to save this ad." We don't want to leave you out on why we were laughing because what we were laughing at is that, excuse me, the person who actually advertised their particular ad actually just put in what we call a registration page. And normally you wouldn't put your personal information on that type of a site without knowing what you're trying to join. So that was why you heard us laughing when Erling said, "Oh, I don't want to do that one at all." So we don't want you to think that we were hiding anything, if that was the rationale behind it. Now, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and entertain the questions with hands raised and also the questions that may be in chat. I think Russ has gone through some of them, but he may want to repeat the questions just to make sure that the listening audience also have been entertained with the questions. I think there's a Robert who has his hand up. Robert
Twerk.
Torque or something, if I'm pronouncing
Go
it
ahead and
like
unmute,
that.
Robert, if you can. Are they able to unmute?
Yes,
Okay,
they should be able to.
How you guys doing?
perfect.
Yeah, good. A couple questions. Every day, are the clicks guaranteed?
Yes,
So if we got five coming, there's going to be five there.
yes.
Okay. And the other thing is, when we first get in and we have to put that assign a URL and a title or whatever, do we do that every day, or is that just for this one per cycle?
Yeah, good question. So it's just one per cycle for that campaign.
Okay. Does
And then
that
you're right.
cost us anything?
Well, so what you're doing when you're purchasing a campaign is you're getting two things. One, you're getting a set number of ads to watch and earn from. And two, you're able to promote your link out while that campaign is running. So other community members are viewing your link. Does that make sense?
No. Well, whatever I put in there, uh, even though it might not be something that I'm really promoting, but is that where the $20? Am I getting charged 21 time $20 for that cycle for that ad?
Yeah, you could think of it that way. Yeah, it's the cost of advertising because you're purchasing advertising with the opportunity to then earn from the ads you're viewing.
Well, I'm just saying, once we go in there, are you guys, are we going to get taken from our account the $20 for that cycle
No, that's what you're purchasing up front.
and the activation fee?
Correct.
Correct. Okay, and then and all of this, who's actually paying for all the fees that are actually paying for the clicks, the money that everybody's getting? Is there like sponsors out there that are paying for these? Are we watching everybody's URLs that they're putting in for free, or are
Yes,
some people advertising?
it's a little bit of both. The advertising that's not commissionable are the login ads. They're a money maker for the platform, which is very cool, and that's part of the sustainability that Dennis built in. But it's just the purchase of ad campaigns. That's where the revenue is generated for the earnings.
What do you mean by that? I
Exactly
mean,
that.
some people are gonna promote something they really like, and they're gonna pay their $20. And then most of the people are just gonna put in some type of URL in there. So where all this money everybody's making, who's how are we getting all that money from?
From the purchase of ad campaigns.
The $20 people?
No, all level 7, level 1 through 7, every community member in ClickBait Pays that's purchasing ad campaigns.
Okay, and that's purchasing, that's buying.
Correct.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. David, you're up next. Go ahead and unmute. You find it? You can't? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, done. Yeah, I'm in the UK, and I've got quite a big following in East Africa and Nigeria. Are you global?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Available everywhere all at once. Absolutely. And welcome in, by the way. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that all you had for us, David? Oh, you muted again.
Apart from the fact it was a great presentation,
Oh, thank you,
short,
sir.
simple, to the point.
I appreciate that. Welcome aboard. Thank you. Sue Ellen, you're up next. Go ahead and unmute.
I was struggling to unmute. Yes, I haven't got a question. I just wanted to say for people who are not members, as a word of encouragement, I got a response to my ad within the first couple of days of having it shown.
Oh, good for you. Awesome. Yeah, that is something that is not guaranteed on the platform and can't be, right? Because it's just like any other advertiser, whether you're paying for Google ads, YouTube ads, whatever it is, you're never going to get a guarantee and you don't know if you're going to get any signups, so that to me, if we get a response, we get a sign up into whatever it is we're promoting, that to me, in my opinion, is a pure bonus. What I love about this is the predictable earnings I get from clicking on the advertisements that I purchase, which is, I think, why we're all here. But if we do get signups, that's a bonus. So that's great, Sue. Glad to hear that. Paul, you're up next. Go ahead and unmute.
Okay, hi. Hi there.
Hi.
So just a couple of quick questions. You say that there's a maximum of 3 accounts per person or household. Is that the max?
Yeah, so 3 campaigns per account and 3 accounts per household. But those 3 accounts would all need to be in a different name with a different email and enrolled under your sponsor.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you're saying that one email can have 3 campaigns. In other words, you could have 3 level 7s with one
Yes,
email.
that's
Right?
correct.
Okay. And the other question I had was kind of reference to what the previous person asked. I thought it was really impressive that Dennis was, it sounds like he thought this through and through, and he wants to make this sustainable. I know we've all been, or many of us have been in these, pay to click to pay. I mean, click to get paid type campaigns, and they never seem to last very long. I like the fact that it's crypto, that bypasses the payment processors, which can be a big bottleneck. But the other question I had, and it's relation to what the other person asked, is how how is it that clickbait is able to, I mean, what's the mechanism that allows them to pay more than what you pay in? For example, you pay,
Yeah.
$13 to make 17, right? In the first level. What's the
Hmm.
mechanism that allows it to pay more and for it to be actually sustainable? As in, it sounds like it's going to be around for
Yeah.
years, right? Or
Yep.
long, many years, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can give you part of that, but I can't give you it all because I don't know it all. And Dennis is not going to give that out to anybody, no matter how many times they beg or ask, because it's kind of like Colonel Sanders giving out his secret recipes so
Secret
others can knock
recipe.
them off and then put out the same great tasting chicken.
Yeah.
He's not going to do that. Now, one of the things you talk about different ad clicking platforms and they don't seem to last. You're exactly right. And
Yeah.
Dennis called them out. He's actually reached out in the last 2 or 3 years to a number of those owners and said, your program isn't going to last. I can see that based on your numbers. I'd be more than happy to help you out. And none of them took him up on it. But see,
Okay.
Dennis did figure it out. So part of what makes it sustainable are the login ads, which are uncommissionable, the 10% withdrawal fee, okay, the
Uh-huh.
one-time activation fee, and then there's several other things. And he actually puts this, I believe it's in the welcome email, or it's an email that new members get right after the welcome email. And he puts in part of the model where he explains it, the whole idea behind the platform, how he reverse engineered 12 daily pros, which was wildly successful, and would have lasted indefinitely as well, unless the payment processes weren't there. So that's about all I can tell you. You're more than willing if you get in to ask Dennis yourself in a private message, but he's going to give you basically the same answer I did, maybe in a little more detail, but he's never going to give up the secret sauce. He has cracked it. He's figured it out. It's working.
Okay.
And actually, Jacob and I are very good friends with Dennis now after getting to know him for 14 months. And
Uh-huh.
someone, by the way, someone just put a link to Dennis Garon's personal website. Nothing to do with ClickBait Pays, okay? But if you want to get to know Dennis and kind of see his life stories and everything he's done in his career, he's one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life. Go click on that link and check it out. And I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying at the end?
About sustainability, I
Yeah,
guess, or
sustainability. So he's cracked the code. He's figured it out. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Jacob and I, because of what's happening with us personally and within our community, we're obviously very excited financially because there's a lot of financial healing going on already for many people. So we asked
Mhm.
him, is this going as planned? Is it going better than you anticipated? Or are there a few things on the horizon that you feel are going to be challenges that you're going to have to deal with? And he said it's going better than planned. And then if you join and you get in the group, you're going to get to know Dennis. You're going to get to know he doesn't pull any punches and he's very transparent, almost to a fault. He will tell you, hey guys, we're facing some challenges here. We're going to have to, do this, this, and this, and this. He's not seeing any of that because they took their time with this. They got it right, guys. And that's why almost 3 months in, it's growing at a very sustainable rate and everything is looking fantastic at this moment in time. So that's about all I can
Okay.
give you there. I don't know if that helps or not, but that's what I know.
Okay. And in terms of pay in and payout, so for me, it would be preferable for to pay in USDT. Do they accept all the major networks? BP20,
Well, okay, so let me
TRC20,
answer that in two
USD20?
ways. On
Yeah.
deposits, the now payments payment processor takes about 120 different coins. So pretty much any coin you have, they're going to take. On withdrawals, okay, when
Yeah.
it comes to withdrawals, it's the 8 major coins. And I don't have them memorized, but I can tell you it's BTC, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Tron, which is TRX, I think that's 5. And then there's 2 or 3 others. But again, that's in the group. I think it's one of the pin posts in the group. I think it's also in the getting started guide. And I'm going to grab that link that reminded me because I told you guys I'd share that with you. So it's the 8 major cryptos.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you can't withdraw USDT then?
You cannot. He's not going to do that. He has his own reasons for that. Again, he's not, I've asked him, he's not going to share it. He's just not going to do it. So we just
Gotcha.
have
But
to,
in terms of paying USDT, all the major ones, ERC20, BEP20.
correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And I know you mentioned something I heard or I read about it. So with withdrawals, it's a 10% withdrawal fee, right? Is that
Correct. Yep.
okay? So just if you don't, if you can indulge me, say you do the 2,400 and the one time 240, right?
Mhm.
After 12 days, how much you get? What, 332.40, right?
Right.
And then yeah, obviously you have to put so there's a 10% fee assessed on that 32.40.
Only if you withdraw all of that, but and you're free to do whatever you want. But if you go repurchase it, then you repurchase a level 7 for 2,400, right?
Okay,
And then
so
you
you
have a
buy
profit of 840,
840. So
right?
and the 10% gets taken out of that if you decide to take out the
That's
840.
correct. That's correct. Yep.
Okay, okay. And the campaigns, for example, I know you said you started at level 3 or level 4, right? And
Mhm.
then you upgraded to level 7. Does that mean a maximum of 3 active campaigns? Because obviously, after 19 days, the campaign ends, right? So
Right.
it's 3 active campaigns.
Correct. 3 active campaigns in any combination you want. Again, the platform is very flexible. If you want to do a level 2, 4, and 7, 3 level 7s, 3 level 5s, or any combination thereof, you're free to do that.
Okay, okay. And
Okay,
so
we're gonna have to move on. So let's make this your
one
last
last
question.
question, if you don't
Yeah,
mind. Can I ask one last
sure.
question? So if you start at level 1, can you refer level 7 and receive commission from
Yes,
that?
you can. Great question. And I usually cover that and I didn't. So you can actually come in as a member of ClickBait Pays if you're in a tough spot, but you have a network and you can
Uh-huh.
enroll people and earn commissions from those people clicking on their ads, which will give you an available balance that's available immediately and will allow you to purchase your own campaigns from that balance, which is
Oh,
cool.
nice. So it's an immediate balance you can access to
That's right.
purchase.
And I didn't cover that. So on your referral earnings, which can be
Yeah.
daily while people are clicking, that goes in your available balance immediately. Like as soon
Oh,
as they click, it's in there.
wow. Great.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you
Paul.
so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Christopher, you're up.
Hello. Two
Hi.
things. You just covered one page. You just covered one of the points for me just now. You just covered it. I want to let everybody know what you just said. You already did it.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Second thing is, then it's also published something. You could start with your $14 and go use his steps he shows you and go to level 7 in 9 months just with that one time injection.
Yes. That is called
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up as well. I'm going to grab that link. It's the roadmap from $84 to 2,500. So basically from a level 2 to purchasing your first level 7 in 9 months. I just put that in. It's a Google Drive link under the getting started guide in the chat. So guys, what that means is let's say you're in a tough spot and you want to help somebody out. You introduce them to the program and maybe you piff them the 84 or maybe they have the 84, whichever way they can climb through that guide, that roadmap from level 2 all the way to level 7 in 9 months without referring anybody and without adding any external capital. It's all from purchasing and repurchasing and accumulating profit and repurchasing, accumulating profit, repurchasing, and it's all mapped out in that Google Drive link. If that's of interest to you or anybody else, go ahead and grab that link, print that guide out, or save it to your computer and use it to your heart's content.
That was it. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Christopher. Good questions. June, go ahead and unmute. Are
Hello.
you there? Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I had to do the clicking thing. Okay. Now, for your referrals, when you receive your referral money from their clicks, can you use, how do you use that money to repurchase? Do you have to put it into your available balance? How
No,
does
it's already there. So the money you earn from your referrals automatically goes into your available balance, which can be used as long as you have enough in there, you can immediately go buy a campaign.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
don't have to transfer nothing and
No, nope.
okay.
Yep.
All right, thank you. That's all I
Awesome.
have.
Yeah, good
And a
question.
great presentation.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Queenie, go ahead. Go ahead and unmute. You're up. Queenie, are you there? Going once, going twice. Okay, we'll still keep you up there. Maybe you're having a hard time, but we'll go to Isaiah. We'll come back to you
Couldn't
if
even
need.
mute. I couldn't
Oh,
mute.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
There
yeah.
you are.
Okay,
Okay,
how
go
you
ahead.
doing? Great
Great. How are you?
presentation. Yeah, I'm good. Great presentation. I'd like
Thank
to
you.
ask you something. Okay, I have some individuals that they would like to come to the call, but I don't know. Are you all we having the calls every Saturday, like a set day, so I can let them know because they're real busy and they had to work, and if they know the exact time, they can plan for it.
Yeah, so there's two calls that are in cement right now. Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard and today Saturday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time.
Okay. Okay, then one more thing. The thing that you have that the getting started guide. Is that a guide that we can send out to individuals so they can look at it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You're free to share that, and that link is in the chat.
Okay, I see it right now. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're
That's it.
welcome. Yep. Great. Isaiah, go ahead and unmute.
Hey, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you, sir?
I'm hanging in there.
Very
My
good.
name is Isaiah from Detroit. Crypto and everything is really new to me. I think I got a little grasp of the concept. If you click, you earn. If you have referrals, you can maximize those earnings from them clicking. And if you have a household, um, when any of us click, all those earnings go to the sponsor that actually initiate us to be a part of it, correct?
On the referral side, yes.
Correct.
The
Okay.
actual campaign earnings you get because that's your campaign. Correct.
Okay. I understand.
Yep.
Okay. What I don't understand is a little bit in the crypto where I do know the time frame from exchanging crypto from wallet to wallet when you withdraw could take whatever time it takes depending on the wallets that you have. But in this particular platform, am I able to withdraw when I make the money? Is there a time frame that I have to wait to withdraw? I heard you speak about 7 days, a 7 day window. Can you explain why that is? And that I'm assuming all of this just has to deal with the fact that it's crypto.
Well, yes and no. Yes, partly, small part that it's crypto, but mostly it's for the sustainability of the platform. Like I said, Dennis has methodically modeled this out, and all of the pieces roll up to keeping this around for the benefit of us for as long as possible, right? And what Dennis is saying is indefinitely, which is music to my ears. So let's see, you had multiple parts in there. So for withdrawals, you can do one withdrawal per week. So one withdrawal per 7 days. And it's actually like it's set to a clock of exactly 7 days. So let's say you tried to go in and it's Fridays. You pick Fridays for a withdrawal payday and you withdraw on that Friday. Next Friday, it's going to go right to that time when you did it prior. So if you did it at 7 at night on a Friday, you can't do it at 6:45 at night. You got to wait till 7 or 7:01, and then you can withdraw again. So it's one withdrawal per week. And as soon as you have money in your available balance and you've done the purchases you want to purchase and you have excess, you can do a withdrawal. Absolutely. Anytime you have money in your available balance. The 7 day hold is part of the sustainability that's built into the model. So Don't be able like, why do I got to wait 7 days? And we've had a few new people come in and they're trying to have Dennis rewrite the rules and you should make it available immediately. And it's like, well, do you want this program to be around for years and for us all to benefit? Or do you just want to appease you getting money quickly and it being over in a few months? Like, you know, just you got to have your mindset right to understand what we have here. It's a gift. It's a gift. And all of the things that are in place are for the betterment of all of us. So embrace them. Don't get upset by them and teach them properly to the people you're introducing. Okay, Corey, you're up next. Go ahead and unmute. Here we go. Oh, you were unmuted for a moment.
All right, thank you.
Sure, there you go.
It wasn't allowing me to unmute. So anyway, thank you so much, Russ. The presentation was super fantastic.
Thank you.
And very clear and very thorough. The question that I have is with regards to the ads. So how many times does our ad appear? Is that based upon the level that we're in and the amount of ads we're able to click? So for example, with, level 7, you're able to click 20 ads, right? So
Yes.
when we have our own ads there, then how many times are those ads able to be seen?
You know, that I don't know. I'm sure that question has been asked, but that would be a good question for either in the general community group in Telegram or the support group. And one of the admins will immediately answer that. And I don't know if there is an answer. I don't know if they can tell you how many times. Obviously, your advertisement, if you purchase a level 7 versus a level 1, is going to be seen more simply because you purchase more ads. So the rotation is going to be more. But what the number is, I don't know. I wouldn't
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to answer that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Joyce, you're up.
Yes, I have a bunch of guests that I will be sharing this recording with who do not have crypto, and I don't have any funds yet, as I just started 2 days ago to PIF.
Yep.
So how do they go about changing their US dollars to crypto?
Okay, that would be an entirely different call.
Okay.
And that's very involved, but I'll give you the short Cliff Notes version. The easiest way, if someone has no crypto, is to start getting educated and go create a few different accounts with exchanges, being like crypto.com, kraken.com, binance.us, Coinbase. I personally don't care for them, but a lot of people use them. And just pick one that works for you. They all kind of operate in the same way. Some have a little bit different rules than others, but you're going to have to get signed up. You're going to have to do a KYC with them, meaning, give them your driver's license, utility bill, stuff like that. Plug in your bank account information if you want to purchase like via wire. I think some of them you can purchase via crypto debit card. Some crypto debit cards are funny about that with crypto. So you're just going to have to kind of play it by ear or through trial and error, I should say, is the better term. And then unfortunately, you got to go through the whole time. So once you get approved, your KYC is done, you're good to go. You enter in your bank, you do a wire, you purchase the crypto. Then there's going to be at least like a 7-day hold. Sometimes it's longer, depending on the different exchanges. And that's the painful part until you get set up and get your crypto. Now, once you have your crypto in an exchange, don't create a deposit in ClickBaitPays and send from the exchange into ClickBaitPays. Don't do that. And the reason why you don't want to do that is they don't like platforms like this. They can see the wallet and where it's going, and they can freeze your funds and hold them for a period of time because they think they're protecting you, right? Even though it's your money and it's your free will. They're kind of like banks in that way, where banks can get a little touchy on stuff, right? So what you want to do is once you have the crypto ready in your exchange account, send it to your Exodus, your MetaMask, your SafePal, your Trust. Once it's in there, then create a deposit in ClickBait, send it from your wallet into ClickBaitPays, and you won't have any issues at all. So, yeah, a little bit of a learning curve for new people, but there's really no way around it unless you're surrounded by your network of people who are already in crypto and may have excess crypto. They can, you guys work out a deal on that where they can help you out. That's the best answer I can give you. Does that help? Whoever that was, they disappeared on me. I forgot who it was. Okay, well, hopefully that helped. Steven, you're up.
So mine is actually fairly simple. When we're talking about the withdrawals and the 7-day hold, are PIFs included in that withdrawal, or is it not considered a withdrawal?
It's not considered a withdrawal, so there's no fee on a PIF.
Okay.
Yep.
So it doesn't apply to the 7 days, doesn't apply to PIFs. So if you do one today, you can do another one once you have some more money in the account.
Well, okay. So to clarify, you can send a PIF anytime you want as long as you have available funds in your
Correct.
available balance, not in your earn wallet.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
got that. So there is no 7-day hold type of thing on that.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And the PIF takes less than a second and it's there. Yeah. Good question. David, you're back.
Yeah, just to get back to that last question was asked about changing crypto. There are debit cards available now which accept crypto and fiat, and you can swap between them. There's several around. I don't know how you're going to find them in the UK. I'm involved in 2 of them, and they're pretty good. You can, even if you've got no fiat on there and you've got crypto, you can still use it in an ATM.
That's true. That's a good point. There are a number of good options, and they seem to be adding more every week.
Yeah.
With different, that's another avenue to explore for sure. Thank you, David. Darrell, and we'll make this our last one, guys, as we wrap up because we've been on, an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, Darrell, go for it.
Good afternoon, Ross. Could
Hi.
you repeat could you repeat about the exchanger, what you said just a few minutes ago?
The names of the exchanges?
No, right. What you had said about the exchanges, like banks. Could you repeat it for me?
Yeah, I don't know which part.
Okay, you were saying that the exchanges doesn't about changing crypto, taking crypto from the exchanges like Coinbase and
Yeah.
Binance.
Well, the reason why you use an exchange in this instance is if you're new to crypto, you're purchasing crypto. So you're sending in your US dollars to purchase crypto. Once you have the crypto in your exchange account, then you're looking to get it out, right? You want to create a withdrawal once you go through the hold times. When you do that, you don't want to send it directly from the exchange wallet into ClickBait. That's the point I was trying to make. What you want to do is send it to your personal wallet. So if it's Coinbase, send it from Coinbase to your Exodus, to your MetaMask, to your SafePal, to your Trust. And then from there, you create the deposit and send it into ClickBait from your wallet. Is that what you were looking for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make
need
sense?
clarification. Yeah, I just need some clarification on that.
Yeah.
So it's not recommended to send it from your exchange direct to the
Correct.
platform. Send
Correct.
it from my decentralized wallet to the
Yes.
platform.
Yes. You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
Thank you.
And I'm not saying that your funds would get frozen, but they have been already by community members, and they can do that because they think they're protecting you and they need to investigate and put a hold on it. So just avoid all that so you don't have to deal with it. Thank you, Darrell.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for the
Okay.
clarification.
You bet. All right, James, you put your hand up. I said Darrell was the last one. You're the last one. That's it, and we're done. Go ahead. Can you unmute, James?
See if I can help him.
Just did.
Last one. So nobody raised their hand. This is it.
James, I'm asking you to unmute. Can you see my request?
Looks like he's having problems.
Yeah,
Did you
yes.
type it in the chat, James?
I have to open it back up. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Now he can put it in the chat.
James, go ahead and type it in the chat.
Yeah, because he's not unmuting.
We'll give him 30 seconds. RC, you want to wind it down?
Yeah,
I'll
pretty
watch.
much. While
Oh, there it is. He said, when did the company start? Well, it's been in development for about the last 8 months, and it was officially launched. Was it May? I think it's May 12th. I think it was May 12th, give or take a day or two. So coming up August 12th will be 3 months. So we're just short of 3 months. Thanks for your question. RC.
Okay,
Yes, out,
everybody.
my man.
I want to thank you again, Russ, for everything that you have done today. And I'm sure that the listening audience and the viewing audience definitely would like to say thank you also. And if it's possible, you can open up your mics and you can give kudos. If not, just go ahead and put some type of emoji or some reaction into the area and just let Russ know how much we appreciated him giving that great presentation. Now, I would like to stress one thing to everybody, and that is this. Whoever invited you here today, they took out quality time to ask you to come, and you did. Kudos to you. But now it's time for you to take the next step. Contact them and go ahead and give them your answer. Let them know if you're ready to get on board with them. If you need more clarification of anything, I'm sure they'll be happy to answer your questions. But people, what you don't want to do is to be stagnant. Don't do like I did. See, when Russ brought this to me, I was a bit reluctant and I did not act upon it as quickly as I should have. In fact, it was about 3 weeks later, and man, was I upset after I saw the results of what I was able to do after those 3 weeks. So again, get back with the person who invited you here today. Go ahead and register and get involved, and we'll all see each other at the top very soon. And so until the next time, which will be Wednesday at 5 p.m., this exact same link, invite someone. If we have a presentation prior to that, we will give out invitations to whoever invited you here today. So keep in touch with them. And if we do I have a presentation, it will be what we call a replay of what you just saw today. So there's a possibility we may have another one tonight at 5 p.m. So stay in touch with whoever who gave you this invitation, and we'll go from there. With that being said, Avita Zane, have a great, great evening. And thank you all very much for coming out. God bless each and every one of you. And we hope to see you very successful financially speaking. Kudos to you, Russ, and to your family. Goodbye.